those are some of the people. Hold on a second. We have to wait like 1 minute out because before something happened, so the internet stabilized. Usually, oh wait, yeah, that's right. Yeah, hold on a second. It's gonna be like 1 minute. Okay, it's like 30 seconds. Hold on a second. And you can skip 1 minute. As always, hey, you are all great. Those are to show the different. Okay, some of the skin tone is totally. Hey, you're all great. And some of those. Okay, these. Some of the handles. Yeah, those are from the. Hold on a second. So, a second. Yeah, those are the handles. Some of those handmade articles, I really enjoy reading those, many of those articles too. Anyway, some of the blog time in Florida. It was in Florida. Where? I lived in Florida. Florida. But anyway, I lived in Florida for half a month with some friends there. It was those programs that we could join, and I could join, and I applied so first, so that those popular area like Florida, it's gonna fill out so easily. So 5 months or 3 months before on that program, I already requested that I want to go in Florida. So it was around my junior year, during the Christmas time, a Christmas break. They are really wonderful people. Oh, by the way, sorry, I had to tell like freshman year, sophomore year, or junior year, because maybe somebody said something, so I'm like a little bit like a stubborn saying that. But yeah, they are all really wonderful. They are great. They are wonderful. So that's why, yeah, I could survive in my college time. All those like taking the classes, because sometimes I didn't like to study a lot. So also I started getting more used to some of the technology tech community. That's great too. So yeah, thank you all those broadcast and live stream. Yeah, like broadcast, live stream, all those good people. Anyway, okay, so the block time. Those are just like a chat time. So yeah. And there were a tree in the front of the yard, in the front of the house, when I lived there with those friends. Those are some of the friends in Florida. Because of that, the program that I could join, that I joined, only just half a month. So it's not too long time. It's not like a long period of the time. And yeah, sometimes we went to church there together. Yeah, it was also interesting. It was also good too. And I don't remember all the details. It's like a decade ago. Yeah. And in some of my friends, their home, a front of the home, there are big tree, not too big, but that tree was kind of pretty. It looked like a magical tree to me. And I climbed up in that tree and took a lot of pictures. And I asked my roommates there to take a picture picture of me on the top of the tree because I liked it. But that tree was so safe and really easy one to climb. Yeah, so I did, and it was really fun. It was really fun. Other some of the story time, some of the block time in where so some of the block time in elementary school. Oh yeah, I always loved to climb in the tree. And when I was a child, I used to had a bird on my shoulder. Maybe it was only me, because not so many of my classmates and friends, when we were around 10 years old, we didn't. Sorry, there are some of the earphones, other things, and yeah, the background going on. They're really good. I have to rewatch or re-listen because I'm chatting now. I missed some part. I'm talking now. I missed some part. They also give me always. But everybody give me a good inspiration. So yeah, around 10 years old, not so many of my friends had a bird on their shoulder while they are playing outside. But I loved the animals so much. I couldn't have a dog. Even I wanted. I asked my dad and my mom like 1,000 times, literally 100 times, more than 100 times probably. I asked so many times, but he never got me dog. Never. But before that, I could get my dog from my friend. He was like my grandpa, but he's not my grandpa. I met him in a park. He was a good man, good old man. Always had lots of birds playing in the park. So I loved animals when I was around. Yeah, 6 years old, 7 years old. Yeah, so I loved it. I loved all those animals so much. So in the park, we started becoming friends. And my best friend also knew him. She also talked to him sometimes in the park. It was our neighborhood park in our community there at that time. And I became a close friend with him too. Not only my friend from school or from the swimming school that I went to, I used to go. It was in my first town. Yeah, one of my first town before I transfer to my new city. And that's the town where my older sibling, or older sister, she was born and died there. My parents, my mom found her cold body in the baby's room because the baby was sleeping alone in that night. So in that room, I played, I did laundry, I did chores in that room too. And that room was the place that discovered one of my siblings, an older sibling. One of my sisters discovered in the mornings in a cold body when she died. But I never met her. But it was in that town, in the same town, like 3 decades ago. More than 2 decades ago, many years ago. But yeah, in a park, in that town, in a park. So he was also definitely one of my best friends, but he was like my grandpa. So yeah, he could find a dog for me. promised we gonna get a dog to return, because I have to say goodbye to my best friend and my friend in my first school, and I have to move to the new town. So my dad promised me that I can buy a dog, I can have a dog. So my other friend is older, like my grandpa, in that town, in that same town, in that old town. He found a dog, so he told my mom. Both my parents knew him. After me and him became really like acquainted, he was like a good grandpa to me. At least 2 decades ago, more than 2 decades ago. He's one of the veterans in that area. Yeah, he returned from the World War II. It's a long time ago. I never really heard all those a detailed story, but yeah, he's one of those people too. But he was a good person. Sometimes he talked to me about a war that he experienced. He is a survivor. He was forced to go to the World War II when he was young, and he came back, he survived. So it was a miracle. He was a really good man. And yeah, so anyway, so he was the one who found me a dog. So he gave me a dog because my parents, my dad said. It's a temporary recording, so thank you for the personal comment. Yeah, so here, when I moved to the new town, he also occasionally visited me. Visited us, visited our entire family too. Even living in a different town. At that time, in the 90s, it was not so easy. We could not connect if we live in a different town and go to a different school, in a different new school, because at that time, internet and information was not really accessible at all. Yeah. So, but the dog died maybe 1 year later. So I started asking my parents again to have a dog again. The dog died when we went to the wedding in the south side, in a south other place. We rode airplane and we went to the wedding. A doctor's wedding, a second marriage. One of my mother's brother, a younger brother, a close brothers. Yeah, and he's a doctor. So we had a really sweet and nice wedding there at that time. It was his second marriage. I think I heard his second wife was a nurse. They're still married, so that's good. I mean, I hope they're happy. Their only child was diagnosed leukemia kind of many years ago, maybe 5 years ago, but she survived that too. So prayers for her too. It's kind of a long time ago, because it's like 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years ago, no, 6 years ago. Yeah, now she's okay. Let's have a prayer for all those people, surviving people too, from the leukemia, because I was surprised too, kind of. Even we had such a distance. Anyway, when we attend his weddings, we were in a different area, like in a different state, and we got a phone call when our dog was in the hospital. I mean, in a pet hotel, and he died.